Hey guys, I'm back with another video on the Samsung Note Fan Edition. And today we are going to be talking about, should you buy one? Should you go out and spend $700-800 on this device that is not really sold in this country? You can get it imported, but it is not sold over here. And I think there's a few things you should consider before deciding to pick up one of these devices. Now, I think the most important thing to decide is, what network are you going to be using it on? If you are going to be using it on with either Sprint or Verizon, I would not recommend picking up this device, as it will not work properly over here. Especially voice. You may be able to get away with using some data, more so on Sprint than Verizon, because it doesn't support a lot of Verizon LTE bands. It does support a lot of Sprint LTE bands, but it only supports them for data. It does not support voice. And as far as the other two big carriers in this country, AT&T and T-Mobile, if you have AT&T, I would consider it a maybe. Just looking at my cheat sheet here real quick, it looks like AT&T's major LTE bands are 2, 4, 5, and 17. And this phone supports 2, 4, and 17. Now 17 is AT&T's main LTE band, so you may be able to get away with it and not see any issue with it. Just depends on what band they use in your city. I couldn't really tell you. But one of the main reasons you will have a lot of issues if you try to use this phone on Verizon is Verizon's main LTE band is band 13, and this phone does not support band 13. Their other two are 2 and 4, and this phone does support 2 and 4, just does not support their main 13 band. Now, if you're interested in buying this phone and you have T-Mobile, I would say absolutely do it, because T-Mobile's LTE bands are 2, 4, and 12, and 4 and 12 being their main LTE bands. This phone does support 2, 4, and 12, so you should have little to no issue with T-Mobile at all. Be a great device, most likely better than any other device that T-Mobile is selling at the moment. I would definitely recommend this device over a S8 or S8 Plus. I just like the Note's aspect ratio way better than the S8 or the S8 Plus. I'm not a big fan of that 21:9 or whatever it is aspect ratio. It's just doesn't feel right to me. I'm not a fan. I've tried both, used them for a day or two, couldn't get used to it. Another big thing to consider before spending $700-800 on this phone is how close we are to the reveal of the Note 8. If you can just not wait and you just want the best phone on the market at this point in time, I would say the Note Fan Edition is probably that phone. I've not seen any other phone that's better than it. It's, like I said before, it's not really sold in this country, so if you want one, you do have to get it imported, and there can be underlying issues there. So if you can't wait, I would pick this up. If you can wait, I would definitely wait for the Note 8. That being said, I think that is why Samsung decided to not release this phone globally, is because they know how close we are to the Note 8 launch, that there would kind of be no real point of launching a kind of fixed, refurbished Note 7 and then launching the Note 8 2 months later. It just wouldn't make sense. And the Note 8 is probably going to be a far superior phone to this phone. We'll probably see a bigger display. I don't know if there will be a physical home button on the front. I really doubt there will be. Going around on the back of the phone, I'm guessing the Note 8 will have 2 cameras back here and probably a fingerprint reader on the back as well. So should you guys get this phone? I think the only reason I would get this phone is if I had T-Mobile and I wanted the latest and greatest and I didn't care about the Note 8 coming out in a month or two. But if it were me, I would not buy it. So, thanks guys for watching. Peace.